I am indeed overwhelmed being part of this great institution for about 4 decades, 3 decades of which happens to be as designated senior. The kind sentiments expressed by Honorable Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar and Honorable the Chief Justice N.V. Anjana will invite lot of caveats. There will be people around having huge reservations. Normally my wife is a caveator, but since present here, by her silence, her protest is not noticed. Honorable Mr. Justice Prasanna B. Varale, Judge of the Supreme Court, and judges of this August High Court. I have addressed larger benches, last being the anti-tax matter. Never ventured to address such a large bench. And therefore, obviously the confidence is going down. I was married in the year 1979 and courted the jealous mistress the same year. So my wife lived for 4 decades with the jealous mistress, and I pondered the jealous mistress as only few can. But 20th of July 2019, birthday of my wife, for some strange reason I thought I should celebrate it for the first time. I got a news that President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, has signed a warrant appointing me Governor State of West Bengal on 20th of July. What a coincidence. Another great coincidence, 20th of July happens to be then 50th anniversary of Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. This led to suspension of my sanat also. So having practiced for so long, warrant and suspension were the words to be ever avoided. But this came as a big relief to my wife. I parted company with a jealous mistress, and I thought it would not be for long, only 5 years intervention. But then the lady was insistent and said, I will not allow you to wear robes again. I resisted that to have company of the jealous mistress, the legal profession is irresistible. And my tax profile reflected complete comfort to her and the family. But then it was not to be. Technically, I can still, after demitting this office of the Vice President, resume practice. But I don't wish to create precedents for the sake of it. So that's where we are at the moment. I will not be able to reflect, for reasons well known to all of you, on the state of affairs with our constitutional institutions. I will avoid the issue altogether, but emphasize harmony between 3 wings is fundamental to the success of democracy. And these institutions and their heads must speak, certainly not to each other from a public platform. I'm not saying that I have not committed omissions in that direction, but some are unavoidable for reasons known to all of you. Bar and bench, since I happen to be president of the bar at a fairly young age and was also in the Bar Council, the relationship between the two is fundamental to seamless connect with productivity. As a matter of fact, the relationship between bar and bench can be taken to be quite essential if we have to optimize our judicial performance. I would conclude by making one observation. Institution of High Court is very fundamental to democracy. Constitution has bestowed a lot of attention on it. This institution has been obligated constitutionally to exercise superintendence over tribunals and subordinate judiciary, a power enjoyed by no other court. And therefore, to that extent, it is a final court. I hope it was so. All I can appeal and hope is, let the institution of high courts be strengthened spinally, and the position of Chief Justice of a high court be an elevated one. Second, democracy flourishes and blossoms when we nurture its values at the root level. And that fundamentally calls upon what is known as transparent, accountable governance. Honorable judges, we are living in tough times. The most well-guarded secret, be it in my office as Vice President of India or Chairman Rajya Sabha, or with your institution or collegium, the most well-guarded secret is virtually an open secret. On the street, no one speaks about it. No more. I am grateful for the time you have given to me. I will cherish this moment. I leave the observations open-ended. Maybe someday I'll have the occasion to reflect more seriously. But I know people here share my concern more than I do and are more competent to share it. But to be judge of a high court in this country of 1.4 billion, home to 1/6 of humanity, is a divine gift. I hope people and your institution at all levels so treats you. I regard judges as the finest human being in this country, having had global exposure with mega dispute resolutions, including as member International Court of Arbitration at Paris. Our judges, when it comes to application of mind, when it comes to devotion of mind, are next to none. As a matter of fact, they are so way ahead of others that the second in the globe is just not visible. I hope we give to our judiciary its due. And I do hope this is so done also for the judiciary from within. Thank you so much.